Hey, I'm Travis with Focus Tactical Design. Today I just wanted to kind of go into a little bit more of an in-depth explanation of our fast attach placard system for the Focus Tactical Carrier. A couple parts to it. I just wanted to kind of explain the why behind why I designed it the way that I did and the purpose initially for it. And then also just to show you some of the options that we offer at Focus Tactical Design for the carrier. So first of all, the why. A few years back as range instructors, we recognized that a lot of our officers were putting together and wanting to utilize go bags in active shooter, active killer type events, right? So we thought, hey, that's great. Let's integrate that. If you want to use that on duty, then let's integrate that into our range time, right? So we came up with some ranges where officers would have to deploy their rifles as well as deploy their go bags of their choice, during a range, and let's just see what happens. So we did that. We came up with some ranges, and what we found was the go bags tended to be kind of a problem. As soon as officers started running, go bags were bouncing all over the place. It wasn't a real consistent spot for doing things like reloads, just simple magazine changes. When they started getting into different kinds of shooting positions, the go bag was getting in their way. It was getting snagged on things. You name it, it kind of happened, right? So we recognized that that maybe wasn't the best solution. At least I did. I thought there has to be a better way to do this, and so I started to sort of come up with this, right? The original purpose of this was just to eliminate that go bag, right? To give you an option that just lets you carry what you needed to carry into those incidents and just get rid of the go bag completely and give you just a much cleaner, better system to work with, right? Which kind of goes along, this is kind of my personal opinion. If you are going to run a go bag, just really take a hard look at everything that you have in there and make sure that it's worthwhile to the event, incident that you're planning on taking it to, right? My personal opinion is that as these active shooter, active killer events are unfolding, and in the immediate aftermath of them, we need a couple of things, and it's going to be extra ammunition and it's going to be medical supplies, right? And that's it. I see a lot of people putting a lot of different kind of stuff into their go bags, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and that's just my personal opinion. So we'll get into this and kind of how I designed this. Again, I designed this with active shooter, active killer type events in mind, and so that's kind of where I'm coming from with this. But if you have a job that requires you to switch out equipment, or maybe you're a regular you're a road officer most of the time, but you're also a part of some kind of a, fugitive task force or warrant service team or whatever it may be, and you want to, put some extra stuff on there and you just want to do it in a hurry, this would obviously work for you as well, right? So, scenario here is we're on our way to active shooter, active killer event, and I made the decision that I'm going to need more ammunition, more supplies, whatever, right? So you can see right here, this is my vest. This is how I wear it every single day at work, and this is what I consider my normal duty placard, right? I've got a single pistol mag up here, and I've got a cuff case with some cuffs and some gloves in here, and this is what I wear every single day. Now, obviously, I've gotten normal street clothes on. Normally, I'm wearing a uniform underneath this, but I'm in my garage talking to myself. I didn't want to go full weirdo. So, but anyway, we're on our way to that event. So what I'm going to simply do is reach over into my duty bag. Where I'm from, we typically work by ourselves. So, I've got my duty bag sitting here in the passenger seat, with a lot of my gear. So we're on our way to that event. I'm just going to simply remove this. Grab the one that I need. And I'm good to go, right? So you can see this one, I've just loaded it up with a couple of extra rifle mags, and you might be able to see it, just an extra cat tourniquet. but really the sky's the limit. Whatever you think you need to carry. Maybe you have a rifle mag in the gun and you've got one on your belt and you want to make this completely medical, or you want to carry, a combination. You want to carry 2 or 3 extra tourniquets here, or 4 or 5 rats tourniquets. A combination of those two is probably what I would do. But really, it's just up to you and how you would want to use it. This individual placard here is obviously, I'm using this one for illustrative purposes, so it's got some different colors and things on it. But anyway, we sell this placard right here for 40 bucks. Pretty reasonable. And we sell these magazine pouches as well. Now, like I said, it's kind of illustrative purposes, but you can get all of this to match whatever color carrier you're wearing, So there's that. And that's pretty much how it works. And then, after that event is over, or the next day or whenever that it's time for me to go back to regular duty, I simply remove that. I put my normal everyday one right back on. Right? So that's option number 1. So option number 2, if you've saved your money and you've purchased a set of hard armor plates for yourself, or maybe your department was kind enough to provide you with a set, we make a plate carrier that integrates with this vest, right? So it's pretty good. It's got Velcro on the back side of it, so it's going to secure right to this field as well. And I'll just step out. I'll put it on real quick so you can see it. So here it is. This one actually has some level 4 standalone plates in it. But like I said, I'll just put it on real fast and jump back in the truck. All right, so there's that. So now I've got my plates on. Obviously I had to replace my comms, so there's a couple little comm tabs up here for you to replace a public safety mic. We've got a Velcro field up here for police identifiers. Obviously, if I've covered up my badge or any other identifiers, I would probably need that. We've also got an identifier on the back side in case you want to throw another police identifying patch. Anything like that, right? We've also got a few rows of webbing up here, so if you did want to add some magazines or something to this, I probably would. That's obviously an option as well, okay? So there's that. And then finally, I'll show you one other option. So the last option is actually how I run this every single day, or how I would run it. I actually use the first generation Haley Strategic chest rig. I've just had it. I had it before I ever started the company years and years ago. For going to things like rifle schools and trainings and that kind of stuff. And I just really like a lot of the features on it. And the problem with the first gen one was they didn't have full Velcro all the way out to the edges. So I just used a couple of extra clips. So and now I'm good to go. So this is what I keep in my duty bag to, replace my normal duty placard if we're going to active killer, active shooter type event, right? This one's nice. Obviously, I can carry some extra tourniquets. With this setup right here, I can carry 4 to 5 extra rifle mags. I can carry, because of the way I carry tourniquets on normal duty, this would give me 5 tourniquets. So, and the nice thing about that is, if you have a chest rig that you like, You just need to get a few of these really affordable clips from Downrange Gear is where I got mine, and you can still run that, right? The downside of it is if you don't have one and you don't run a lot of rifle classes or anything like that to where you would need one, I think when I bought this one it was like 180 bucks. So ours we sell for 40 if you're not going to use it that much. Not that this isn't a fantastic piece of kit, but it is slightly more expensive, but hey, it's purpose driven, purpose built, whatever. So again, that's pretty much it. Again, when I'm done with this, pop that off. Put my duty placard back on, and I'm good to go. So that's pretty much it. Those are the options right there that we offer. Hopefully this, kind of explained to you a little bit more of maybe how you might use this every day. Maybe it's a solution that you've been looking for. Hopefully that was kind of my goal. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, focustacticaldesign@gmail.com. Again, my name is Travis with Focus Tactical Design, and please stay focused.